This is what you're doing. So, Lo, can you come over here? What's the first thing that you said?
That's some tits.
So, I asked the chat to do, or, the comments and everything. Rate this girl, and then what would you do if she'd sit next to you? This is perfect. This is perfect. Here, Andy, back up. Back up. This is what I would do. One, truthfully, she's like a butterface. Everything's hot, butterface. So, like,
Yep.
maybe a 6.
I agree.
5.
5.
I see what you're saying. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
Butterface or 5.
I'm trying to be nice. But if she sat down from across from me, I'd go up and say, "Ah! Witch! I have a beautiful girlfriend! Summon!" And then just like that, she'd summon. That's exactly what I would do. And then she'd twerk on her. Alright. If you guys want to be a successful streamer, I'm going to let you know. Right now, the meta is a little weird because, well, it's insane.
Cookies are looking promising. Cookies are
What the freak?
looking promising, chat.
Ain't no way, right? I mean, this is just empowerment. You know what? Screw it. This is just, you go, girl. You go.
So guys, it's a tale as old as time. I truly do not believe that there is a single kind of person on this planet.
That's insane that that's not OnlyFans content. That's just straight up on Twitch. And you can have like the censored bar that follows around certain areas. Insane.
Who is willing to push the envelope more than an OnlyFans model who advertises their OnlyFans through streaming. They're in a class of their own. Now, many times have we talked about streaming metas on this channel, where some streamer is able to find some loophole in the TOS of a streaming website. Abusing this loophole results in them getting a lot of views, so everyone follows suit, and then for a few days, basically, everybody gets naked. Now, that's not always the case, but
That's always the case.
generally, these streaming metas usually revolve around getting naked on a website where you're not really supposed to without getting
Yeah, it's like you're trying to get caught without getting caught. You're like across the line. Like this is the line. You're like leaning over. You're like, I'm not on the other side. I'm not on the other side. What? This is just green paint. It's just a green screen. I'm not naked. This is just a virtual bikini on me.
in trouble. Now, why has this phenomenon become a cornerstone of the streaming world? I don't really know. There's a lot of websites where you can just be naked
I think we know what's going on here.
and not really worry about it. Get paid to be naked, even. So why people don't just utilize those on both sides, both the viewer and the streamer, I don't really get it. I mean, I guess the obvious answer is that there's more money to be made on the websites where you have to bend the rules. Why that is? No clue. Why people want to watch somebody be
Shame. Shame. It's because of ad dollars. No one's putting billions of dollars into on ads into Cam Soda. Maybe they should, but no one's putting millions of dollars into Cam Soda. That's at least like, I don't want to say a respectable company, but like Coca-Cola, Google, I don't know, the local church. They're not investing dollars in there. They're going to be investing dollars into Amazon and Google, which then turns into streams or YouTube, like where we're at now. Like, it's insane.
like
That's why.
almost naked when the end goal is to just go pay and see them fully naked. I don't really get it, but I think maybe, just maybe, the days of that are coming to an end. With more and more streaming platforms throwing themselves into the mix, some streamers are realizing that it's just not really worth the hassle of dealing with a Twitch or a
I need you guys to be honest with me here in the chat. We're gonna see how goony we are on a scale of 1 out of 10. I want you guys in the comments to rate this girl 1 out of 10 hotness, and then if you were at like a cafe and she sat down across from you and started talking to you, would you entertain this chick or would you just get up and walk away?
kick, streaming platforms with any sort of standards whatsoever, and then it's just easier to, go stream on a platform that makes Kick look like it has standards, which the new streaming platform Party does exactly. If you've ever had the idea of, hey, somebody should make a streaming website that has just enough rules to still get normal advertisements, but at the end of the day is basically one step above a campsite, sorry, the founders of Party beat you to it. And the streamer you're seeing in the background, Wood Baby, is taking full advantage of that.
Party.com/woodbaby, because she gets all that wood, I bet.
In a way that I think showing you might actually get me banned on YouTube. But we'll get to that in a minute. Now, there's quite a lot wrong with Party, okay? One of the biggest issues has got to be the fact that they are very, very proud.
Yeah, so we're learning about the streaming meta right now, and apparently if you want to crack the code of streaming, this is what you're doing. So, Lo, can you come over here? What's the first thing that you said?
That's some tits.
So, I asked the chat to do, or, the comments and everything. Rate this girl, and then what would you do if she'd sit next to you? This is perfect. This is perfect. Here, Andy, back up. Back up. This is what I would do. One, truthfully, she's like a butterface. Everything's hot, butterface. So like
Yep.
maybe a 6.
I agree.
5.
5.
I see what you're
Butterface-
saying. I'm
Butterface
trying to
or
be nice.
5?
I'm trying to be
No,
nice.
Butterface or 5?
I'm trying to be nice. But if she sat down from across from me, I'd go up and say, "Ah, witch! I have a beautiful girlfriend. Summon!" And then just like that, she'd summon. That's exactly what I would do. And then she'd twerk on her. And then Lowe's low-key strong as fuck, so she'd lift her up and go, "Yeah!"
Yeah.
that Jack Doherty streams on their website. Like that.
And, okay, hold on. Okay, never mind.
What?
Now, give me your impressions of this fine establishment of a young man.
He looks like a baby.
He looks like a baby. He is a baby.
All right, Annie.
All right, love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
They actively advertise it. Whenever you go to the party
Shout out to Low. If you don't like this video for me, like it for Low.
website, he's the first featured creator they list. And if you're doing that, if your pride and joy is Jack Doherty, I mean, something's gone wrong, right?
Yes.
If a guy who's been banned off of every other streaming platform,
And the guy who most recently did a crypto pump and dump and like publicized it, yeah, dude, this guy's a definition of a loser.
whose whole brand is being hated and doing shit like crashing cars on the highway, or
Like this is my argument about Jack. Is like it's same thing with like OnlyFans. Even though it's like same but different. Jack is a different beast to this. It's like if you want to make your money, fine, make your money. But if you're doing it out the depravity of others, you can't feel morally great about how you earned it. You can earn it, that's fine. But it's just like you got dirty money on your hands or like unethical, yucky, kind of cum-filled money on your hands. And that's kind of nasty. I don't want that in my wallet.
starting fights and then having bodyguards beat people up for him. If that's your golden boy, maybe not the best business plan. Now, Jack Doherty just existing on this website is not the only problem that Party has. It's also just super ugly. Like, seriously, if you go on to Party, it's the worst UI I've ever seen.
I've also never heard of this. I just think of like for streaming platforms, I'm thinking of like Twitch, YouTube, X, Kick, and Rumble. Top 5, probably in that order.
Homepage gives basically no information about the streams it's showing you, and most of the things on the homepage are not even people streaming. Of the
Also, just for you guys in the comments, don't worry, I will not eat this because I remember the last time I was eating on a recorded video, you guys flipped the fuck out.
9 rows featured on the homepage, one of them is actual live streams. Now, I don't know if that's just because nobody's using this website or what exactly is going on, but it
That's why.
seems kind of like a failing business strategy to not really have any live streams on your website that's for live streaming. What do I know, though? And then there's the itty-bitty problem of how I think this website's probably gonna turn out to be one giant crypto scam eventually, because I was going through the terms of service to see if there's anything involving nudity or sex, which, by the way, there's not, but I read something that I think means everything that's uploaded onto the website can and will likely be turned into an NFT. So, that's probably normal, right? Don't really have the expertise to go into that, but just something to keep in mind for the future. However, for this
They're playing the long game.
video, none of that is super important. This is about the time where I start to realize that I've sort of lost the focus of what I'm actually supposed to be talking about today. Sorry about that. What I've been trying to get to
I wonder why he lost focus. What are we talking about?
is what might actually end up being Party's biggest problem. Now, I don't even know if this website has advertisers yet. I clicked on a few different streams to see if I would get an ad, and I didn't, but I don't know how else they'd be paying these people. Maybe they're just not getting paid, but that doesn't really make sense either. I'm sure there's some source of external money here, and generally, sources of external money, normally in the form of advertisers, don't really like porn. And when you have streamers whipping out their titties, covering their nipples with black tape, and that's it, it's hard to make an argument that that's not porn. And that's exactly what Wood Baby has kind of gone viral for doing. Now, I don't think I'm really going to be able to show any of this in full, and I don't know.
This is insane. If he had to go in and post-production and clip this, and she's actually just taped over, that's kind of insane.
How long I'll be able to show it for, but Wood Baby here, after spending a few hours in what is honestly pretty normal attire for a stream of this caliber, kind of what you would expect.
Stop
decided,
looking,
you know
boys.
What?
Stop
let's see
gooning.
what this platform's made
I'm
of.
watching
and
you.
then she just whipped him out with nothing but black tape covering her nipples, and then left it that way for over 4 hours. There were no Twitch tricks present, like keeping them just off
Guys.
screen, acting like you're a VTuber mascot or something. No, it was just like business
This is insane. This is taking free the nipples to a whole new area. Free the girls to a whole new ballpark. Holy crap.
As usual, she did some woodworking, made some food, watched
She definitely did some woodworking, if you know what I'm saying, boys. Oh my lord. And this is how this is how she streams. I mean, granted, I understand why she probably gets more concurrent viewers than I do. Her POV is just a little bit more interesting than mine. I get it.
a few videos, had some reactions. It was a relatively normal stream, pretty much what you would expect from an IRL stream, just naked, or basically. Now, I've
Basically.
said many times on this channel that I don't care if you have an OnlyFans. Why anybody would be upset about what another person does
Yeah, I
in the
don't care.
privacy of their own home. As
That's what I was like, for the OnlyFans thing, I really don't care. I genuinely don't. If you want to be on OnlyFans and you want to go down that rabbit hole, my only complaint is, or my only thing to you is, you can't complain about having a hard time finding relationships. You can't bitch about the negatives of it, because you walk down the road of it. You got to like kind of understand what comes with it. Same thing with the Jack Dotery. You can make your money however you want, brother, but you just understand it's dripping in cum. Yuck.
as long as it's not hurting anybody, makes no sense to me. That's not my problem here. I don't care that this is happening. I don't even know if I have a problem. I just don't get it. Now, I've never really gotten the appeal to content like this to begin with, because, I mean, let's be real, all of the streams like this,
I'm not gonna lie, this guy sounds like he's closer to my age, like closer to 30, maybe even a little older than me. So we've just matured out of this to where we've seen a nice pair of tits and we just see them and we're like, nice rack. And then we move on with our day. We don't sit there and start gooning and like, you know what I mean? Like, we're just like, okay, nice, move on. Not today, Satan, not today.
are made for one reason and one reason only, for people to watch them one-handed. And if you go to a website like
To
Twitch,
watch
there's at
somebody
least, like, a
one-handed.
bit of plausible deniability, I guess, where people can be like, what do you mean? No, I just love her as a streamer. They ask him, that's just part of her bit. You
Yeah, I love her as a streamer. I wonder why. At least I will give her credit. She doesn't skip a leg day.
wouldn't get it.
Or these could be those things where it's like, you know, there's insta little lips. This could all be fake. It's all fake.
Like, nobody's watching a hot tub stream because they just really like the streamer, let's be real. However, there are still some guidelines in place that keep the content somewhat tame. So if somebody wants to argue with you and say they aren't watching it for the reason that you think they are, I guess you really can't prove them wrong. However, this, I don't think that applies here. So, like, I don't care that people are doing this. I don't care that people are watching it. I'm not here to be like, oh my god, one streamer did one thing. The entire world has fallen into degeneracy. We have to fix it. Like, I don't care.
No, but the whole world has fallen into like a pit of degeneracy, has it not? We're just all swimming in it.
Really, I don't. I just don't understand it. And if I see something on the internet that
Backstroking.
confuses me, generally, I bring it to you guys. So I'm here to pose the very important question as to what is the reasoning that anybody on the planet would sit down for over 7 hours and watch somebody almost get naked while doing normal day-to-day tasks. When there is literally more adult content available for free than anybody could ever consume in a lifetime that would satisfy your needs, I guess, in a fraction of that time, and then you can go use that 7 hours to do something actually productive. Now look, I'm not part of the productivity police. I don't really care what you do with your day, but this,
I do. Go outside, touch some grass, expand your knowledge, do some squats, hit some deadlifts, read some books, start a YouTube channel. Give your own 2 thoughts and 2 cents on the world. You never know what might happen. You might find a pretty cool and good-looking community.
I just can't make sense of it. What really baffles me about this, and I think this is probably the thing I'm actually stuck on, is that people want to watch this when you can just go see this woman naked. Like, seriously, why would you choose this when you can just go see her naked? And before this gets taken out of context and somebody
All right, let's go look up. I'm just
says,
kidding.
hey, August hates
Just
women,
kidding,
and he
just
thinks
kidding,
that
just
instead of
kidding.
watching them stream, you should just go try to find them naked. That's not what I'm saying here. However, I think it's fair of me to say that if you're watching this kind of stream, that's all you're in it for. And, like, I guess I could maybe
Honestly, if I could just put in my degenerate brain, what I think is going on here is you have some dudes who probably have a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend or a coworker or a boss or somebody in their life somewhat in their eyes resembles this person in a way to where that's how they get their little goon off, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. But I will say she's jacked. Her core section looks good. A little ab, a little definition right there.
We start to understand it if they didn't have like an OnlyFans or something, and it's this.
I respect the fitness. When I see fitness, I respect it because you can't fake a body like that. I mean, you can fake some things, but overall, like shoulders, arms, like you look at someone's back, like it's really hard to fake a back.
Of mutual relationship where it's like, I'm gonna almost get naked, but not fully, and you're gonna like it, okay? Then, like, okay, sure, whatever. Again, why you wouldn't just go watch one of the 12 billion free videos of that nature, I don't really understand, but okay, whatever. You wanna see this person naked? This is the closest you'll get? Cool. But like this, if you're watching this stream, you're obviously interested in seeing this woman naked, so why don't you? I looked it up. It's $9, people. I mean, if you don't have $9 to spare and you're spending 7 hours of your day watching this, might have your priorities mixed up. And truthfully,
Yeah, you should probably spend that 7 hours and try to make $9 at least.
say that out of love, okay? If you're just doing this for the love of the game, more power to you, I guess. But if
Just straight grinding. I'm a grinder, brother.
you're doing this because for some reason you think it's your only other option, maybe, and really this is just a maybe, 7-hour goon sessions should not be this high on the totem pole. But with that being said, I think that's enough unsolicited advice on how to jerk off for today. Well, guys,
Yeah, no, I think you know what? I agree with you, Duck. I agree with you, corporate Affleck. The gooning on the internet, the degeneracy on the internet is definitely at an all-time high. And if I could come in and be the production police, I would say go find a hobby. It doesn't matter what it is. Find something that you're passionate about. Go read some books, expand your knowledge, write things down, journalize your thoughts, because most oftentimes when we're having words come out our mouth, we don't even know what the next word that's going to come out our mouth is. So sometimes we say something and we're like, damn, that's kind of dumb. You need to be able to understand, one, you're not your thoughts. So retract and be able to say, damn, that was dumb. But write it down and then cross it out, see where the flaws are at it, expand on it, and then all of a sudden something that was actually dumb comes out kind of sophisticated. And you're like, damn, that was actually kind of good. That's what I meant. Right? So if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, you like the way the words are flowing out my mouth, please like the video, subscribe, share. I react to everything on the internet, everything I want to throw my 2 cents on, because the goal is to build a community that just is interested in my 2 cents across different topics. And my idea is just to spam so many videos across so many gosh dang different titles that we just kind of break through the algorithm and kind of have like this Jake Paul, like I'm just going to get, instead of trying to like get all bits of market share, I'm just going to get a little here, all over. And then eventually I just got it all because I freaking put in the time and we're doing the crime. That don't even make sense. Okay, peace, bye.